go. James, start us off.
Kicking us off, we have Katie Beeson as Orochimaru.
The menacing Orochimaru. Come on, y'all. We can do better than that. Come on, guys.
Thank you.
Ooh, scary.
I don't know.
All right, another round of applause for Orochimaru.
Right. Next up, we have Desiree Dean as Moana. Yeah! It's okay. You're welcome. Okay, next up we have Alexis, Morgan, and Biz as the Powerpuff Girl maids.
When Townsville's in trouble, you know who to call, but only after their shift at the maid cafe.
All right, next up we have everyone's favorite. All right, he's from The Office. It's Haven Lott with Dwight K. Schrute.
And it was hilarious. Give that man a raise. All right. You love to hate him and you hate to love him. It's Adam Handy as Rick Sanchez from C-137. Hide the Szechuan sauce, guys.
Don't worry, guys. He's not that weird in between one, we promise.
All right. Up next is Alex and Lexi Hartman as Hikaru, Hitachin, and Honey Senpai. Next up, we have Emily Reed as Sailor Moon, a literal Sailor Scout. Yes! All right, folks, do you feel that rumbling? I feel it too. It's Alex Chandler as the big, the bad Raptor!
Thank you.
That's just so fun to watch waddling away. Up next is Carrie Christensen as Yamanaka. Natsu I can't do Japanese names. Yamanaka. There we go. Natsu Yamanaka.
All right, guys, next up, we have Bailey Brinkley as Sally Creepypasta. All right, next up, we have Haley McCary as Ben Brown. Coming up next is Izzy Lucas as Moana. All right, now hold the applause, guys. But the next person up is Kaden Brown, is our favorite Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Can I get a Kamehameha? All right, folks. Next up, we have the adorable Leah Rose as Shippo from Inuyasha. This is the cutest.
just the cutest thing.
Next up, we've got Ari Hunter as adorable Little Orphan Annie. Remember to drink your Ovaltine. Thank you, ma'am. And finally, we have Rory as Karina from Pokemon.
All right, coming up next, we have Carol with Belarus from Hitalia. All right, guys, don't be scared of this next one. The next one up is Eclipse of the Queen of Darkness, played by Jessica Collier.
I've been worried about making any deals with her.
And coming up next, we have Destin Hilton as her own original cosplay.
Do not steal. Brawlers Challenger approaching. It's Pit from Super Smash Bros. Give it up for Katie Moon. All right, folks, next up we've got Evie Bryson as one of the Elric brothers, Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist.
All right.
Drink your milk!
Metal Hand, right, Metal Hand. All right, so we've also got Kelly Kirk as Cheese from the Cheese. There we go. I know we went through all these names in the months already for the break, so there we go. All right, we've got Xavier Phoenix as Walker Yumasaki from Durarara.
And coming up next is Luna Starlight as Terezi. All right, guys, coming up next, give it up for Ash as Cars. All right, here we have Opal, played by Maya Mackey.
Steven Universe fans, give it up. Well, there you go. There's your giant woman. All right. So up next, we've got Joseph, David, Kenzie, Mackenzie, Justin, Tyler, and Logan as the Straw Hat Pirates from One Piece. Give it up, give it up.
You are a pirate!
Yarvar Feudal-dee-dee. Next up, we've got Sapphire Phoenix and Harley Robson as Izaya Ohira and Shizuka Iwajima. Sorry, folks. We've got Taylor and Jenny as Lazy Paws from Greek mythology.
All right. All right, coming up next, we have Jasmine playing Ray.
Oh, rawr, y'all.
All right, coming up next with Kaylee Waslin playing Pinkie Pie.
What in the what? This cosplay contest gets better and better every year. I love it.
All right, coming up next, hide your gold, guys. Hide your possessions. we have a pirate played by Amanda Knock.
All right, a round of applause. All right.
All right, next up we have one many of us are familiar with, Rise and Shine May, played by Brittany Witt. All right, coming up next we have Grace Parsons as Keith from Voltron. All right, this one will be familiar to you Voltron fans. Lance, played by Miranda Ladd. All right, now listen guys, this next one, hold back the tears. I know this one's really touching. Prompto Argentum, played by Leon. All right, and here's one, a new face to the Marvel Universe, Black Panther, played by 2K.
Wakanda forever, y'all. Wakanda forever. All right, coming up, we've got Matt as Miku from Vocaloid. All right there, Vocaloid. Give us the old razzle dazzle. And there it is. Up next, let me get a hat, as we've got John Michael as Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. Dramatic stretch, dramatic lean, and stick the Kamehameha. And there it is, folks, all right!
Here it comes!
Up next is Sarah Ergel with Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. You got a friend, come in. All right, we have got Chris Henley as the sneaky Kakashi from Boruto. Hey, little friend. No 1,000 years of death on this stage. No, sir. And up next, we've got Garrett as the mean, lean, and Negan from The Walking Dead. Because it's like, Glenn didn't matter, but Red-Tar is where we draw the line.
All right, guys, next up we have Michelle Brandon as White Mage Adia Lee from Bravely Default. All right, coming up next we have Lady Valkyrie as Steampunk Princess Luna. All right, coming up next with Caitlin Martis as Madoka.
Give it up, all right.
All right, guys, next up, give it up for our favorite fairy evolved Eevee, Sylveon, played by Ellie. Okay, coming up next, we have Brittany Robertson, as Levi McGarden.
All right, folks, next up, we've got Anna Walker as the slit-mouthed woman from Japanese Legend. Do you think I'm pretty?
Yes, you're pretty, I promise.
Next up is Kaylin Roche as the aptly named Fork. Don't skip on big folks. Next up, I've got Kaylin Hess as the seductive Poison Ivy. We've got Alex Helms as Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts. You walk away, you don't hear me say. Yeah, y'all know it.
I'm glad one of us can sing, because I certainly can't.
I've got next Catherine, Dio, and Connor as the Homeworld Gems, Jasper, Peridot, and Lapis.
Hold on. Whoa, retcon, real fast retcon. Hold on. It's Luke Deal, Dale Westbrooks, and Krista Taylor as Almighty Racerhead and Deku.
I can't count, that's my bad, folks.
Alright guys, next up we have Brooke, Malia, Lori, and Savannah as Doll, Seal, Grell, and Joker from Black Clover. We have Tiffany and Jay as Lesbian and Guzma from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Team Skull for life.
Chicky Briki Suka Blake. Alright then folks, that was the last of our contestants. We've got a couple more things that we've got to run through. Did you guys have fun tonight? Now another really...
Thanks everybody for giving us an extra time to kind of collaborate. We saw so many amazing costumes that it did take us quite a while to narrow it all down. We're going to be starting with our youth category. This included all cosplayers 12 and under. Our third place winner goes to Allison Holt for her 11 cosplay. If you want to come on up here. Oh, she's not here? Okay. That's fine. If you want to take that to her, that would be great. She apparently is not here at the moment, but...
Oh, she's missing. She is. Again.
All right. Now, our second place winner, we got to commend him for his crazy hair. This will go to Caden for his Goku Super Saiyan Blue. Thank you. I'm not going to try and put it over your hair. It'll probably squish it. But thank you so much. So you've got their, it's all right, and our first place in youth category goes to Harley for Ben Drown.
Stand up! Stand up!
Cosplays. This includes any sort of cosplay that is made from pieces you may already own or have found in a shop or thrift store, and with a bit of alteration have made it into the look you're going for. So our third place contestant is Garen for his Tiki Toddy.
Tiki Toddy!
Alright, we will make sure that he gets this.
Oh, what's his last name? Childers?
Childers?
Oh, that's my brother, yeah. I didn't remember, I was like, he was in the background. That's right. Yeah.
That's right. I think he went to a little sister's birthday party. Alright, so our second place goes to Edie for her Ed Elric. Make it way down. Come on up. There we are.
It's like any of the cool things we mentioned, like to kind of like shine a light on it.
And our first place in the teen closet category goes to Katie for her pits. A lot of work that went into the alteration of your dress pieces, as well as adding your legging, like your little tights, all of your extra glittery bits, including the use of an actual bow that she then neutralized so it is no longer able to be fired, but then all of the decorations that went into making it. So thank you so much. So our teen crafter, this is going to be anyone who uses their own skills to sew, make any of their costume that is like a 50% or more handmade props or clothing. So our third place is going to go to Dylan Smith for his red hood. Where's Red Hood? All right, well, I actually, some of his costume pieces were bought, but he used a lot of really hard to learn pieces.
There was a lot of technique that went into the helmet, like casting, using Bondo, different materials, actually give it that shine.
Yeah, he used automotive paints to get it the right shine and look for the helmet to be on point. We will make sure. All right, our second place winner for the Team Crafter is Maya for her opal.
She put a lot of work into that, I mean, obviously, but I think the hardest and probably the most commendable thing would be the arms, because that's really, really hard to pull off. So props to her for doing that, because as someone who wants to do a Steven Universe cosplay, that is really, really scary. So you did an amazing job. It was very hard.
All right, now our first place for the Team Crafters. She showed us a lot of detail work that made us very, very happy. And it will go to Jessica for her Eclipse. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were very pleased to see all the detail that went into like just making her dress look right like the characters, adding all of the feathers in her hat, her makeup was
Don't forget about the parasol.
Huh?
Don't forget about the parasol.
Her parasol, she didn't carry it up now, but it is like the handle is extended to be like extra long, and it's got painting on the outside and the inside and detailing on the top. It just came together to create such an incredible piece.
Yes.
All right, so our team group is going to be Sapphire Phoenix and Harley Robinson. For third place.
Or Isaiah and Shizuo.
Yeah, Isaiah and Shizuo. Thank you guys so much. They were able to find pieces for their outfit that were just what they needed, and I never have the luck that some of these cosplayers have shown me in finding things in thrift stores and online. Mm-hmm. I never find it, so I end up just having to make it. Oh, yes, sorry. I totally forgot. So our individual categories, if you are second or third place, we do have an extra little prize for you. We will be giving those out after we finish announcing back in the judges' room. This includes the ARTA gift cards that we announced for our first place winners.
On individuals.
On individuals, yeah. Sorry. So our group second, it's a very big group. Yes. It includes Joseph, David, Kenzie, Mackenzie, Justin, Tyler, and Logan for their One Piece team. Just hand it to whoever's the first to get up here.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I appreciate
So,
it.
that's yours.
Good job.
It takes a lot to get large groups together. I have been there and done that. It is not easy. All right, and then our first place goes to Taylor and Jenny for their Lazy Fawns.
on there?
We did.
Now I want to make a small mention. When they presented to us, one of them is not wearing them right now. They were both wearing heelless heels in order to give them the effect of standing on hooves, on cloven hooves. You are literally standing on your toes all day. I commend them for that.
Yeah.
All right, now we're moving on to our adult. This is 18 and up. Our third place will go to Miranda for her lance from Voltron. Absolutely.
So a very small detail, and it probably won't be important to most people, but it's important to me, is the use of the white hood, because people forgo that all the time. So it was a very, very nice touch. Also the Marty McFly shoes, which I enjoy. No, I'm not going to throw that in.
All right, our second place, and they will receive a small little gift from the judges in our judges room afterwards, goes to Andrea for Prompto.
Anything about the dying and stuff?
Oh, yeah. So they did an extensive amount of work. They bleached the jeans to match the correct coloring, did loads of stenciling and loads of dyeing, which is not something that you can just bat your eyeballs at because it's very scary. Yeah. So you did a great job and we commend you for it.
Also, she's wearing, like, a lot of people will avoid using lace front wigs because they can be a little complicated, and I commend her for styling and working with a lace front wig.
For real, though.
For real. All right. All right. All right. And for our first place winner in the adult closet category, this person presented so many tiny elements that they had found all around their house, and for a closet cosplay, this is what it is made of. This will go to Sarah for her Mad Hatter. She found so many like amazing, perfect pieces. These pants were like full length that are just tucked up with a bit of sewing glue, the mismatching socks, and literally have already owning this many spools of thread. Thank you so much.
And the hat is made out of cardboard, which is pretty incredible.
Yes. All right, we're moving on to our adult crafters. Again, this is so much handmade work. A lot of people put just so much time and effort into making all of these pieces for these costumes. Our third place is going to go to Caitlin for her World of Warcraft orc. Now, she actually made her teeth out of thermoplastics. She sewed her top from leather, which is like a heavy grade of leather, which involves having to punch all the holes, then sew it all together. So, and did you want to mention the wig?
Yeah, and the wig, she informed us she's a cosmetologist, and she made that wig. Like, that's not bought. She made that.
All right, and our second place, again, had to do her own templating, didn't have a mannequin to work on, didn't have someone else to put it on, did it on herself. We'll go to Alex for her Kyrie, for her... We had our Kingdom Hearts.
What?
You want to mention something about it?
So really did enjoy her Keyblade. It's very nicely painted. The details and proportion is correct to like most Keyblades that usually are bought. And also, I like her use of clay for detailing work.
If you get a chance to see her Keyblade up close, it is really impressive. All of the little tiny details in the handle and everything is great. All right, now our first place winner will be going to Lady Valkyrie and her steampunk Princess Luna. She showed us a lot of elements that are what she can do. She has the ability to work with different materials like wood and stuff. So instead of just working with foam, which may not be as familiar to her, she built the case that those wings sit in out of wood, and they actually have a built-in pulley system for her to be able to do that pull. And her whole corset top, all sewn by herself, steel boning. That is not easy. All right. So this one's team. Okay. All right, so now we're going to move into our final group. This one is going to be our third place. It is Brooke, Milani, and Lori. And I think I'm missing one more name, but she joined later as Doll, CL, Grell, and Joker from Black Butler. Kind of like our orc who had to make her own wig. The doll actually had to make her entire cap out of all of those flowers. She even still did the makeup that is hidden underneath that you would only really know if you've seen the series. It is under there. So, and each of the other girls presented pieces that they found and altered. Some worked with templates, some worked with all sorts of different materials, some amazing just finds, your vest and everything. It just came out looking so good. I'm so proud of you guys.
A nice touch is the NSYNC puppet held by the Joker. I really appreciated that.
All right, now our second place is going to Catherine, Dio, and Connor for their Jasper, Peridot, and Lapis. So they took a theme from a specific episode of Steven Universe where they're playing ball and was able to add in Jasper in the theme, and we liked the way that they kept the theme going. So thank you guys so much. I have trouble pronouncing these names if someone wants to give them a try. I know Tiffany. All right, and our first place for the adult group category is going to Tiffany and Jay for their loosening. So we loved every little bit of details that they were able to present. All the paint on his uniform was so cleanly done. We really appreciated all the details, the stamps used for his tattoos and for the stamp on his back. His glasses on his head are made of thermoplastics and painted with nail polish. So you use what you have, and nail polish is the shiniest. Down to our overalls. All right, now we are down to our overalls. Down to our overalls. I'm not wearing overalls. All right. Okay. So our third place presented extremely clean work for a seamstress. Loved every little detail she presented. It will go to Ellie for her Sylveon. Do I have a Sylveon still in here? There she is. She was hiding in the tall grass. I don't know if anyone has gotten to see her little tray up close, but she has her little cake and her teacup is actually filled. So, you know, it is a really impressive prop that she was able to have with her to make her little maid Sylveon complete. All right, our second one, also just these top three came in with such amazing, clean work. It was so hard for us to choose amongst these top girls who to put where, but our second place is going to go to Caitlin for her Madoka, from Magical Girl Madoka.
Okay, so I don't know where
Kelly, you try.
I really do want to mention. So her QB plush is actually made entirely of pipe cleaners, and it poses. It's posable, which is really neat.
Yeah, it moves like an old style doll with its little legs. All of her detailing was really nice on the edges of her skirt. Her ruffles were very clean, so we commend her for that one. It is a hard cosplay to do. Okay, so I've already been informed that our first place winner has already had to leave, but we will still commend her nonetheless. It actually went to the Pure Shining Dream by Kelby. Do you want to describe her outfit on
So it's a typical magical girl outfit in that it's a lot of pink, a lot of ruffle, a lot of frill. And she did such an amazing job. She did 2 layers on her skirt, and the second layer that you couldn't see was patterned pink, and it peeked a little bit through to the other side. And it was really nice, small touches like that
incredible tiny details we found. The fact that she used a slightly see-through fabric to make her pinks very blush colored. She had resin flowers as well as silk flowers used. She carved down expandable foam to create a little butterfly on her chest, and even had more flowers hidden underneath that. Those were just tiny details. The character specifically has butterfly-like representations, and she actually had that in the back of her dress. The girl that she emulates has the butterfly back to her dress. So all those tiny details. Finally. Let's see. All right, so now we are just down to our judges' picks. These are the ones that we wanted to definitely give some honorable mentions to as individual judges and things that we saw in each of them. So my judges' pick, I gotta say I had to give her credit for all of the hot glue that has to go into it. I've seen many cosplayers do this technique. It does not take a short time. It takes quite a while, and she pulled it off very well. And that is Caitlin Hess for her Poison Ivy. every single one of those leaves is sewn on. Her leotard would have been dark blue otherwise, and it is completely covered all the way around to the back. Even with the jacket, it is completely coated. Yeah, judges' picks do have some prizes in the back, so please come back to the judges' room after we're done.
Okay, so for my judge's pick, I'm a makeup person, and the impeccable makeup work that went into putting this together was incredible. She didn't have her regular angled brush, so she used a regular paintbrush, and it still came out incredibly clean. So I'm giving my judge's choice to Savannah Brackner as Darth Maul.
I don't see her. I don't know if she was able to walk or not. Darth Maul! Where is my Darth Maul? Dum, 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 dum. I don't see her, but we will make sure that she gets her prizes. Yeah, her makeup was crazy on point. She took some costume pieces that she had purchased. They weren't quite right. She made them right. She didn't like the way some certain aspects of the purchased pieces were, so she just changed it to make it what she wanted. And that makeup was unreal. I'm sure many of you have seen her walking around. So.
Alright, my judge's pick is based off innovation. I love cosplayers who chooses random items, random objects, and change something else we wouldn't expect. I would choose this one because, like I said, the plushie game is on point, her shoe game is on point, it's Brittany White with Rising Sun in May. By the way, that's a Darth gun. Turn backwards to make it look like it's made gun.
And that concludes our cosplay contest. Thank you everyone for participating. We will do Q&As for those who wish to ask a couple questions about their costumes and how we perceive them. We've got prizes for first and second in the individuals as well as judges' pick and overall. So we're going to do the prizes first, but if you want to have a Q&A, just wait outside the judges' room. Thank you very much, guys.